Okay, so we're going to look at this probability question now. Two standard fair die are rolled. Now, a standard die is the six-sided one that they're numbered. They've got dots on them, and the dots go from 1 to 6. We're not talking about one of these nerd die where there's 26 sides or whatever, 20 sides. Fair means that there's an equal probability of any of the numbers. So a 1/6 probability of each individual number. Find the probability that the sum of these the two numbers displayed on the die is 1, 4, less than 13, or 4. All right, so we've rolled two of these things, and we got some numbers showing on the top, right? That's a valid arrangement. There's no way we can get exactly 1, right? If we think about this, we're always going to get a minimum of 2, right? The smallest number that we can display on each individual dice is 1. Sorry, I think dice is a plural. So on each die, we can only have 1. The minimum's 1. So this, the sum being 1, is not possible. So the P, the probability here is 0, right? And it's officially, it's exclude. It's exactly equal to 0. Okay, so similarly, less than 13, right? The maximum number that we can get is 12, right? The biggest sum that we can get are the biggest sum that we can get is 12. So the we're always going to get less than 13, right? So this is going to occur with certainty, with probability 1, right? So this will always occur, and the sum equals 1 will never occur. All right. 4, exactly equal to 4. There's a few ways you can do this, right? So we've just got to consider the sample space, the number of possible ways that we can get to 4. So one of the die can have a 1 on it, the other one must have a 3, right? There's 2 possible ways you can do that. So you can get a 3 and a 1, right? The other one is, the other possible way that this can occur is if they both show 2. All right. So there are the 3 different ways that this can occur. And now we've got to count the total number of possible, we've got to count the, these are our favorable outcomes where it sums to 4. We've got to count our total outcomes. So there's 6 possibilities on the first die, and there's 6 possibilities on the second dice. The total number is 36. Total possible arrangements or outcomes, I guess. 6 times 6. So the answer for B, the probability, we always think of the number of favorable outcomes over the total number of outcomes. That's going to be P equals 3 over 36. Okay, less than 4, right? So we've got to count the number of possible arrangements where we get a sum less than 4. Now that's like asking the different arrangements that we can get are the sum is 2, so that's 1 and 1, or the sum is 3, and that can only occur with 1 and 2, or 2 and 1, right? We're not considering the case less than or equal to 4. We're considering explicitly less than 4. So the only numbers that can sum up to that is 2 and is 1 and 1, which makes 2, which is less than 4, and 1 and 2, or 2 and 1, depending on which way this happens to be. So again, this is P equals 112. It's 3 possible favorable outcomes and 36 possible total possible outcomes.